seeks the power of Zoltun Kulle. I can feel you out there. Your conviction, your potential, and your path brought you to me. You might stand a chance in this world, if you listen. It's not enough to recognize the lies and obfuscations. You must understand where they came from. Where would you draw the line if you could save us all? What wouldn't you do? Why save this fetid world at all? I can tell you're not convinced. Respect the effort I am making for you, for humanity. And know this, I do not lie. Why lie when the truth is far more entertaining? What should I tell you? Perhaps about Tyrael's little band of ostriches? I was one of them, until they expected me to bury my head in the sand with them, to be content with their arbitrary limitations and ignore what was irrefutable. So, they buried my head for me. Only one person had the inventiveness to look beyond what we've been told, to the bedrock of truth, and approached my level as a peer. But the demons destroyed that. Spread like a miasma, stagnant and loathsome, thieves of hope and wellsprings of rot, drove me to aid the Horadrim in their silly war with the Vizjaktar, dreaming of grander wonders all the while. The Horadrim are not worth your esteem. They were a band of fools, held together by the leadership of a selfless, noble fool that never questioned the Archangel when he asked us to risk our lives for the Heaven's mistake. But they recognized my abilities and understood that success hinged on my research and experiments. Already a master of alchemy and transmutation as the greatest mage of the Ennead clan, I was given Tyrael's Soulstones as we searched for the 3 prime evils, carved from the shard of the World Stone itself as prisons for the prime evils. Not even Tyrael truly understood their power, their significance. I spent years studying them, intrigued by their power, uncovering their secrets. Creation echoes in the stones. If you look, if you listen. We confronted Mephisto in one of the great urban centers of Kyrgyzstan. The collateral damage of the fight was predictable and befitting the Lord of Hatred. Some of the innocent might question who the greater evil was that day. But in the end, Mephisto's essence was trapped in the sapphire Soulstone and given to the fledgling order of the Zakarum. Emboldened, we followed Diablo and Baal west, relentless in our pursuit. We drove Baal into the city of Lutgolain. 3 days we waited for him to cross the scorched wasteland. The harsh desert offered no protection, and we rallied against his fury. He wavered. We pressed on, insistent, incessant, resolute. What can one do but live up to their nature? Did you know that angels are no better than demons? They once voted whether we should be eliminated. One vote saved us. Tyrael, the Archangel of Justice, who saw no justice in murder, but also understood our capacity for utter ruin and unbridled hope. We could become what the angels only dreamed of. Subjugation. Eradication. Do you see the commonalities yet? The Lord of Destruction hurled a devastating spell, and, staying true to his nature, shattered his amber prison. Tal Rasha gathered the mages, and together they subdued Baal. When the remnants of his Soulstone proved insufficient to contain him long-term, the Horadrim turned to me for a solution. They asked the question. I merely answered it. There is a connection between the crystals and our hearts that transcend physicality, where space is both finite and infinite, constrictive and expansive, divinity and chaos, echoing history and time, the origin and purpose in all things. Tal Rasha, as required by his nature, sacrificed himself to become Baal's prison. Tyrael himself appeared to drive the amber shard into his heart. Oh, it is an awesome thing to witness hypotheses confirmed. Tal Rasha was bound in a warded tomb, deep within a labyrinth of caves, and left to struggle against Baal for eternity. Jared Kane led the Horadrim that pursued Diablo for nearly a decade. The hunt finally ending in the distant western lands of Condurus. The Crimson Soulstone was hidden near the river Talsond. This one, Tyrael ordered guarded. So, fools built a monastery on top, and the Horadrim grew lazy. I, who bear the same scars they all did, who fought the same battles, we all knew the truth of things. The limitations of the Soulstones, the same as any prison. The fools declared the evils sealed away, never to trouble us again, buried beneath the sand. Astounding that no matter how much one wants something to be the truth, that doesn't make it so. I tried to warn them. They didn't listen to me. Perhaps someone will learn from their mistakes. I left Tyrael's magicians to their manufactured sense of security, and returned to Kyrgyzstan to pursue my greatest work, my legacy, my gift to humanity. The creation of a Soulstone is a complicated task, requiring much research and experimentation. I had to sacrifice much to make one. Have you ever been on the precipice of apotheosis, of the culmination of your greatness, only to have short-sighted sycophants ruin it. The Black Soulstone was designed to contain the essence of demon and angel alike within it. With the power of the high heavens and the burning hells, I could usher in a golden age, elevating humanity to our rightful place as the inheritors of Anu. In ancient times, our kind possessed power unmatched in this dreary age. The angels could not control us. The demons could not dominate us. They feared us. Our liberation lies in power, for we embody Anu's reunification. And with the Black Soulstone, the heavens and the hells could be brought low, and humanity could rise, unchallenged, unrestricted. But the Horadrim, led by Ibn Fad, could not accept the truth of our destiny, and were sent to silence me. They objected to my research, my methods, to trying to replicate the Soulstones at all. I wasn't trying to replicate them, I was improving them. They raided my archive and threw themselves at my defenses. I could have stopped them, of course I could. But too much of my power was invested in creating a miracle. And the Horadrim, unyielding, they interrupted my summoning, pulled me from the brink of greatness, and gave me many titles. Murderer, torturer, monster. They decided I should die for their hypocrisy. It helps to have the ability to execute one's plans. It's not like I didn't see it coming, though. I am well acquainted with the Horadrim's myopic hypocrisy. They couldn't destroy my archives, couldn't even find them all, and they thought they could kill me. They found they could not. They drained the sands from my veins. I can still hear the sound of it filling their vials like grains in an hourglass. They cut off my head, dismembered my body, and locked everything away. They must have been very angry with me to do exactly what they accused me of. Even if they had managed to truly kill me, there are constructs hidden in places those unimaginative fools would never think to look. And perhaps still a few where they did. It was only a matter of time until one very much like you needed Zoltun Kulle, needed my work, my intellect, my vision, enough to take on the quest to resurrect me once more. I had hope for that one, so close to understanding, but a fool in the end, surrounded by deceit, with allies that sought only to control and manipulate. Have you heard of anything more pathetic than a god who chose to be a puppet for Diablo? There you have it, the fate of humankind. Every door can be opened. Every lock has a key. History repeats. So, answer the question. What wouldn't you do to free us all?